Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Barber. I'm a professional singer and music producer, and for the first time ever I'm going to be checking out Pantera Cemetery Gates. This has been requested again and again and again on the channel, so I'm very excited to check out this band. Hard rock, I hear. Hard rock, which I've been diving into more lately on the channel, and it's really been enjoyable to go deep into this genre. Guys, if you'd like to watch the original video all the way through, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check that out and come on back here if you want to see me see this for the first time and then maybe learn a thing or two about what's going on. God, we get, before the vocals even come in, we got some heavy guitar and drums. I also love just overall the audio engineering. Here's an audio engineering comment. The overall atmosphere they're creating is not like, so this is the official music video, it's the official audio. Often in that setting, you get a very polished kind of studio sound, but their actual sound, the actual atmosphere of this mix is very live sounding. There's a lot of room, there's a lot of echo. It's like big room sound. It almost sounds like they could have ripped this audio from a concert. Of course, that's not the case. It was recorded in studio, but just a cool way to approach the mixing side of things to really give it that kind of live, more raw feel to it. I'm not going to go back to the very beginning, but let's go back about the middle of the intro here. Yeah, it just sounds raw. You know what I mean? So we have this super heavy introduction, right? We've got the heavy guitars, heavy drums, a lot of drum fills, a lot of distortion. The vocal comes in and it's much lighter than you would expect from the introduction of this song. He's singing an octave higher. I'm a bass. I usually, if I do an example, will be an octave lower than these incredible rock singers. It's a very light approach to the singing, right? There's a lot of air coming through the vocal folds, actually. So it's a rather breathy tone. Now, one can assume we got a 5-minute, 45-second song. The vocals will probably rev up, if not in the chorus, likely later in the song. But it's really cool to come out of this really intense introduction into a relatively light vocal up to F sharp 4, I believe, is how high our singer got there. And actually, the vocals really are reflected in the background as well, right? We get this big, crazy introduction instrumentally, and then when the verse hits, a lot of those heavy elements go away, the big distorted guitars go away, and we get much more into more like a nylon string sounding guitar, or much more plucked, lighter sound, and a little more like whimsical almost, and the vocal kind of follows in kind to that too. So big change in the instrumentation, and then the light vocal comes out of it. It actually makes a lot of sense structurally.
Let run and torture me without a tear in his eyes. Nothing new for him to see. I didn't ask him why. I will remember the lost souls that swore to me. Now I watch the falling rain. All my mind can see now is yours. Well, I guess you took my youth and gave it all away.
Okay.
Like the birth of a newfound joy, this love would end in rage. And when she died, I couldn't cry. The pride within my soul. You left me incomplete, all alone as the memories left.
Oh my god, the last note sounded so much like Iron Maiden. Didn't it? That really high, pretty clean chest note with vibrato. Let's go back to the start of this chorus. The vocals did rev up, didn't they?
See now is yours. Well, I guess you.
So now we're getting into the harsh vocals. This is kind of more what I was expecting from a hard rock group. A lot of turbulence in the sound, a lot of grit in the sound, a lot of it. This sounds like Truefold distortion to me. I wish I had Elizabeth here to help clarify. But this sounds like mostly Truefold distortion. I'm not hearing a lot of the false fold activation. Let's keep going, though. There might be some in here.
Took my youth and gave it all away. Like the birth of a newfound joy, this love would end in rage. And when
Maybe there's some slight false fold, but it's not like... It's not that really like deep guttural sound. It sounds more leaning towards the Truefold distortion.
she died, I couldn't cry. The pride within my soul. You left me.
So that's high A's, tenor high A's. That is getting very high in the pure chest range, even for a pure tenor voice. Anytime you start approaching that high B flat, that high C area, you're really stretching the vocal folds up there, assuming you're staying in this pure chest connection, which this singer is, really stretching the voice, stretching those thyroarytenoids out, right? I believe the cricothyroid is actually what is the musculature used to stretch the vocal folds, and the thyroarytenoid is the actual musculature of the vocal fold. It makes up 75 to 90% of each vocal fold, and that's the mass that stretches and stretches. The cricothyroid stretches that out to be able to sing higher pitches. It's been a while since I've been in voice science class, but I did do a lot of it in my master's degree, so I think that's how it works. Comment below if you know something different.
The pride within my soul. You left me incomplete, all alone as the memories left.
And then we get this nice no grit high A at the end, full chest connection, really nice vibrato. Very much sounds like Iron Maiden.
All alone as the memories left. Believe the word.
Harmonies.
I will unlock my door and pass the cemetery gates.
Arguing with the priest.
Sometimes when I'm alone, I
So we get a very similar kind of middle section here. Very similar to the introduction, right? We get these heavy distorted guitars back, big drum fills, no vocals. And then again, those heavy elements go away and we're back to listening to a much lighter instrumentation of this section with this lighter vocal approach. Well, so they really are going in tandem with one another. Same with the chorus. Big heavy guitars, big drums, big gritty vocals, right? So they're working together here.
times when I'm alone, I wonder aloud if you're watching over me, someplace far above. I must reverse my life. I can't live in the past and set my soul free. Belong to me at last.
So this must be from the early 90s, just based on what the music video looks like. Is that right? I didn't look up when they released this song. This video, I think, is 14 years old, but I think the song is much older than that. This very much looks like Metallica era, right? Like early 90s hard rock music video. Fantastic. Fantastic. There's this Brazilian guy in this opera summer festival I was just doing, and he would always say, fantastic, fantastic. Shout out to Vinny. Another bass voice. Anyway, shout out to the 90s. 93, baby. 93.
I wonder aloud if you're watching over me, someplace far above.
I like how even when he's got this soft approach, he's still allowing that vibrato to come in once in a while. As an opera singer that uses vibrato all the time when I'm performing in that genre, I always like hearing a really nice vibrato coming from outside of that genre, because it's actually not super common to hear a nice, clean, consistent vibrato, especially in the harder genres where usually it's a lot of gritty vocals. Usually that's kind of more the focus, but once in a while this nice like sine wave like vibrato comes in and it makes me happy. It makes me real happy.
Someplace far above. I must reverse my life. I can't live in the past.
So that word is past. Past. You can hear the singer. I can't really tell what he was doing in the music video, but in the studio, you can tell his mouth is very closed. Raccogliere la bocca, the Italians call it, collecting the mouth. This is also in opera, we call this vowel shaping or vowel tuning, vowel modification. This is when you sing a different vowel than what is the real vowel so that it sings better, so that you get a better quality of tone, better resonance. These are things we're thinking about in an opera house because we sing with no microphones, with a whole orchestra. So you have to be super efficient and kind of perfect the way you sing every vowel to maximize resonance. You can clearly hear this singer do it here because he goes like past instead of past. You can hear that his mouth is super closed, and that's really interesting. You would expect that more in the upper range, but this isn't into his really high range yet, so it's interesting to hear it here.
I can't live in the
Past, and then he kind of opens it right at the end.
past. My life. I can't live in the past. And set my soul free. Belong to me at last. Through all those complex years, I thought I was alone. I didn't care to look around. I make this world my own.
Also loved, we just get a really nice example of clean vocal immediately followed by a harsh vocal here as he goes from the end of this verse into the chorus. And I always like to point those out because it's cool to hear them back to back so perfectly highlighted. Nice clean vocal straight into a really harsh vocal. So listen to literally the last note of this verse. I think he sings it with some nice vibrato, good vocal fold closure, and then gets into that grit. That note, yeah, it's a nice powerful belt there. High E, E4.
So free. Belong to me at last.
Clean, harsh.
All those complex years, I thought I was alone. I didn't care to look around. I make this world my own. And when she died, I should have cried and spared myself some pain.
There's so many of these. Ow. So that's like a really harsh glottal attack, also with grit in the sound. And it's always on, it's when you start a word with a vowel. It seems like he's saying I a lot. He's going, ah, 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 ah. And he's also raising the pitch on those notes. It's kind of unpitched, but it's above these other notes he's singing. It's like, ah. It's like singing some tenor high note and then coming back down to that F sharp. And actually, glottal attacks are a really good way to establish vocal fold closure in your upper range. Really, really good. Anywhere in your range, but especially if you're trying to connect on a high note. It's an easy way, maybe not the most graceful way, but it's an easy way to get those folds together and actually produce tone up there. I just had the lyrics pulled up over here, which I was looking at during that chorus. And when she died, I should have cried and spared myself some pain. You left me incomplete, all alone as the memories still remain. I think that is, and when she died, I should have cried. I think that was maybe there was one more stanza here that was in the chorus, but we'll go on. Anyway, I do have the lyrics pulled up. I love this two-part harmony. Save my soul, save my soul. Really, really nice. I was just like kind of unexpected. There's no harmonies except for this section. I don't want to die on that hill because I really have only been paying attention to the lead singer during the choruses. Maybe there's some backing harmonies as well. Now, Pantera fans, is that multi-tracked with our lead singer doing both of those, or do we have the bassist or rhythm guitarist or drummer doing that lower harmony or upper harmony? Let me know. In the music video, I only see the lead singer singing it. But presumably they perform this live the same way they perform in the music video, so there has to be a second vocalist, unless they have that backing track playing, which would be weird. It's not a hard harmony. I'm sure any of the band members could do it. Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah, maybe that was it there. We might have seen this other singer for a second. That guy. Whatever he's playing. That's right. I just remembered. Apparently this song has like one of the great guitar solos. I wish I had George here. George is my professional guitar player extraordinaire. One of the best in Nashville. I still need to get him on sometime to break down a guitar solo. But let's let this wash over us. My beginner guitar skills will just bow down. I don't have the lingo or the knowledge to really talk extensively about it. So let's just enjoy. Ooh, chromaticism. Yeah. Go back a little bit. That was really nice. I like how this guitar solo started off much more mellow, like easing into it, and then he goes into shred mode, goes into absolute shred mode for like the second half of it. Phenomenal. Let's just run that back. Right here we're in melodic mode. I love that chromaticism down. Make it sing, make it cry, baby. Shred time. And again, the instrumentation and everything in the backing instrumentation followed in kind with that solo. The solo revved up and went into shred mode, and then the drums went crazy and the rhythm guitar went crazy, and it all boosted. Back to what we know. My soul. Oh. Wow. Ah. Holy shit. Hold up. Crazy high mix belting. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Gotta get some notes here. High E, because that's E5 above tenor high C. High G, that's a G5. Phenomenal mixed belt. High, no, A5, that's almost a soprano high C. That is crazy range. And to have it still so strong up there, it could even be in like a just male falsetto, just pure head voice, but it has so much weight to it. It really feels mixy, and there's a little grit in there too, which adds that extra layer of intensity. Absolutely phenomenal. There's the G. High A. Duet with the guitar. He said, I can go higher than you. Wow, what a first experience with Pantera. This was really fun to see for the first time and analyze, and I just can't get enough of these 90s rock music videos. They're such a beautiful time capsule. Phenomenal. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Hope you gained appreciation for this band, these artists, the lead singer. Hope you learned a little bit about vocal technique and vocal science. Feel free to fact check me on some of those things. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this, please consider joining my Patreon to support me, or doing a one-time donation with Buy Me a Coffee. Everything's in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next Pantera music video. Bye-bye.